Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the First Spiritualist Church of Onset. We're grateful that we have the opportunity to have our internet so that we can offer you still our Sunday services. So for those who are on our Facebook or not, you can join us and look into our website at www.church1.org and join us on our Facebook page. We wanted to offer you an opportunity to still do some spiritual practices. And in doing these spiritual practices, we're hoping it will uplift not only you, but those that are involved with you, because when you're happy or you're peaceful, it begets to another one and it trickles through. So again, welcome. Our normal hours are 6:30 to 8, and then we have fellowship. And then we, chat and get to know each other. But we can also do this by tagging each other and making comments as we go along. We're hoping this evening that Spirit would work through to give you something that's uplifting, something that's going to help you during this time. And one of the things that we want to offer you is a reflection. And in this reflection, insight. And in that insight, hopefully it will give you something to think about. Lisa?
Good evening. This is a reading from the 365 Days of Angel Prayers. April 20th, Prayer for Physical Healing by Rachel Cooley. Dear God, angels and archangels, thank you so much for being so strongly present with me right now, especially Archangels Raphael and Michael. Please surround me in this moment in your beautiful and powerful healing lights. Please bring health, vitality, and wholeness to all areas of my body, mind, and spirit. Archangels Raphael and Michael, please fill and surround the many areas of my body with your emerald green and royal purple lights. As I breathe in and I fully achieve your healing energies in my cells and DNA right now, may my dear guardian angels also add their unconditionally loving white lights to surround my body as well. Dear archangels, please release me from my fears, worries, and concerns regarding my health right now. May you bolster my faith, strength, and courage. Please also shield me in your protective royal blue and purple light, Archangel Michael. I am so grateful for my physical healing in perfect divine timing for my highest good. Thank you, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Lisa. And now this is where we take the time to sit and to commune with Infinite and to be in that divine peace. So as you're sitting or watching, just take a nice deep breath in. And in that deep breath, release any tension in your body and just close your eyes. Take this time as we all sit in this peace together. This will transform the negative that we see around us. So allow yourself to just be in the still for just a few minutes. breath in and come back aware to the present moment, and bring the love and the peace within you forward. Way back when, a very wonderful spiritual mentor of mine had asked me at times of my adversity in my life to look at what's happening to me in a different way than I normally would. And we don't know until we know, and we don't know until we try. So one of the insightful things that she told me is to look at what might be happening right now, even though it's under crises or I'm feeling stressed or something very catastrophic happened in my life, how to look at it and say to myself, how has this come to bless me? And when I thought to myself the many things that have happened, like all of us in our lives, the hard times, is that something comes good out of that. And you can always see, the light in the it shines for us at some point or another in every life situation. So just like we're having right now a world crisis, well, we're all coming back into ourselves. We're joining with family and friends that we perhaps haven't done before, whether it's Skyping, whether it's communicating in some form or another, whether we're actually in our homes with our family, and where we've been so busy. When we think about it, the normal human being, even by themselves, often can have 2 jobs, never mind a couple. And then the kids have jobs. And everybody is so widespread out there that the morning breakfasts aren't spent together, the lunches and the suppers. And this is kind of bringing all this to us to look at that, to look at the time that we spend so much away from the special things in our lives, the family and friends. And this is something to look at this point in time. And, I could never understand how could loss and suffering bring anything good to us. But when we look at it, again, even through the hardships that we've had in the universe, when we had 9/11, it brought so many people together, and there were so many heroes. You get a chance to be a hero. Now, I'm not saying we want that to happen, but it is a way to look at this. And also, anyone that's had lost somebody to murders or loss of death or the catastrophe with drug addiction and all the people that are passing away at this time, a lot of the folks that love those loved ones have made major changes in legislation, major changes and started programs to help other people. So we all come to the support when these things happen. And it's something for us to look at. And when I think of these times, it requires great faith. This will be the first time in my lifetime that I'm acknowledging that I've ever had a crisis like this that is happening around me. So it gives me the opportunity to practice my spiritual principles. And I think what first came to me was the 23rd Psalms. Though I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil. And, when you think about this, faith means trust. And oftentimes, if we put our focus on unwavering faith, that this too will pass, I know that things will come to a point of stillness and guidance for us. And we have to have that faith during these times. Otherwise, how does it really make it worth when we get into stress and when we get into those anxieties of life? How does that help us? It doesn't help. It sets us off balance. It keeps us in fear. And at times, nobody can reach us. So this is the time to meditate and to think and to go in and to give us that guidance from Spirit. This is the time to really connect and really trust that you can connect to those on the spirit side. As spiritualists, we believe that there's many doctors on the spirit side, many chemists that are helping. they're trying to work through the doctors that are here now today, that we're not alone, that we have helpers in the spirit side. We have our family that's still trying to watch over us. We have this guidance. It's been proven from centuries ago that we are not alone. This is the time to connect. Every morning, wake up and say, Infinite. And all those that are in the spirit side, all those helpers, all those light workers, all my doctor guys, the chemists and philosophers, come to me. I give you permission to help me through this day and through my days during this difficult time. Help me to surrender and to listen to what you are enticing me to do. And we have free will, so spirit can't control us. They have to have our permission. So this is the time to take and ask permission for our loved ones to help us on the spirit side. For it is in this working together that we can find, how do inventors find anything? How do all these things come to us? And we know as spiritualists, they come from our guides. They come from that intuition, that knowing that we all have ability to have. So as we move forward under these circumstances, there are many modalities out there. And what we love about Facebook, we can all talk about the negativity, about the media. But again, like anything dark always has something light to it. We have a good side of us. Well, I don't want to say good or bad. We have a shadow side of us, and we have a positive side of us. So with the media, what is great about it now is that we can just instantly go on YouTube, get a meditation, do some exercise, whatever, all these wonderful things that will keep us going. And one of the modalities that I love to use, the Ho'oponopono prayer, which is, I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, thank you. And that comes from the book Zero Limits, and it's written by Joe Vitale. And it was a Hawaiian doctor who healed a whole criminally insane asylum by saying these words. And in my Catholic background, we would always do penance for our sins. That's what we believed under anything we erred on with our 10 Commandments. And this gives us an opportunity to sort of shift the vibration of the world by saying this. So I love you. Please forgive me for seeing you this way, seeing the world this way. I'm sorry for seeing you this way, and thank you for showing me what needs to be cleared. So our thoughts are things. What we put out in front of us, we might have very well put there so that we can learn something. So ask each day, what is it, Spirit, that I need to learn? What is it that you're giving me guidance to do? And I am sure there are going to be some amazing things that come through this, and that we will come through this. And the more that we stay in our divine essence and our divine being, the more that will create a vibration of love and peace. And may peace be in your heart and in your soul. God's blessings. Now we're about to enter into our healing part of our church service, where normally we have hands-on healing, but we believe as spiritualists too, if you sit and possibly name somebody, including yourself, or we're going to put this out into the universe, our healing prayer. And if you were here today, we would have our healers in front and you would sit, but again, we can do this absentee-wise. So one of our beautiful healing prayers is, we're going to ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and the power of God. So when we say this prayer, we send it out to the universe. So when you're sitting there, visualize this beautiful violet flame, or if you want to do the magnified healing or whatever modality that you have. But we as spiritualists simply ask and you shall receive. Ask Infinite to bless everyone, the world, and each and every one of us as we go into these days moving forward ahead. We want to create peace in the world, so we be the peace that we wish to see. So just sit back, close your eyes as we gently move into a meditation. So take a nice deep breath in and hold that breath to the count of 3 and release. Release and let go of any worries. To surround our world in love and light. To open us up to a higher knowing that only love is real. So let's together take another nice deep breath in. Hold and release. Release and let go of any fears that you may have. And allow the fear to be recognized and released throughout the body so you do not hold this fear in. Let it go. And take another nice deep breath in. And release and let go of anything that's keeping you away from this beautiful moment that you have allowed yourself to have. And while you're sitting in your meditation, I'd like you to visualize in your mind's eye the beautiful sky above. And it's evening time and the stars are sparkling above you. I'd like you to focus on a beautiful star that seems to sparkle even brighter when you look at it. And the more you look at it, the closer and closer it comes to you. Until it's right over the roof of your home or wherever you are. And allow that light to permeate a divine, beautiful light ray coming down through the roof and touching the very crown of your head. And as it comes into your head, you have an instant awakening of truth, of knowing only love is real, erasing all negativity in every cell of your brain, refreshing it to a golden ray of unconditional love for yourself and for others. Knowing only love is real is very important at this point in time as we move forward to be the catalyst of love, reaching over the dark and transmuting it into the light. So allow this light to continue down and come into your pupils of your eyes. And as it does, it radiates out a beautiful divine light, a funnel for you to see only the love in the world, only the peace in your brothers and sisters. And allow that light to continue down as you soften your jaw. And as it comes into the very throat, your channel, where Infinite speaks through you, let it clear any negative thoughts or emotions or situations that you are holding in that area. Hurt, pain, sorrow, grief, anger, rage. Release it into the light so you are crystal clear too, for Infinite to work through you, to speak your truth. You now know the truth that only love is real. Now you only see the divine spark in your brothers and sisters. And now you have a clear channel to speak loving thoughts towards yourself and others. Now allow this ray to come right in to the front and the back of your chest. And as you see this light form a beautiful round heart shape around your heart, and visualize like a bulkhead opening of your heart, an array of golden light permeates and floodgates out of your heart into the room beyond your house, into the world. Your love is bountiful. Your love that you have for yourself and others is free. No hidden agendas. You are free to love. And you feel the love that Infinite has for each and every one of us. And in this golden ray, it breaks down all walls to allowing other people to come in and love you or you loving them. In this golden ray, along with the violet flame, if you choose to use it, will transform any negative situations of unforgiveness towards yourself and others. You are free. You are free. And allow this light continue down through your solar plexus, your inner organs, allowing it to heal and restore the inner organs, and also rejuvenate your sense of purpose, your sense of self-esteem, your sense of creativity and belonging to this earth. The light heals and restores and rejuvenates you. As it heals and restores the muscle tissue, the bone structure, and every cell. And as it aligns and comes down through your heart, for your whole hip structure, down through your thighs to your knees, down through your shins and your calves, out through your ankles and through your toes like roots from a tree. Your light trickles down deep, deep down into Mother Earth. And as you touch Mother Earth, she holds you steady with her roots, grounding you, holding you steady and tight, so that you feel powerful and you feel connected. And Mother Earth sends her light and her roots up through yours, steadily, speedily, up through, breaking every layer of the earth, back into your toes, and branches through your whole torso. So start to feel yourself branching beyond the walls into the universe, all the way up through the sky, touching Father Sky. Now you've connected Mother Earth and Father Sky, and you've balanced your male and female energy within. Now there's a light so bright within you, so expandant, as you would see the aura around a candle flame. Send your light out through each and every pore of your body, front to back, top to bottom, right to left. And during this healing, send your love out into the universe, and we will truly have peace on earth. And take the time to do this on a daily basis, and just see how quick the world replenishes and comes anew. God's blessings and peace be with each and every one of you. So be it. Hello. So this is where we prove the continuity of life. As spiritualists, we believe there is no dead, there is no dying. Our souls go on to the next plane, and we still have our soul and who we are. And so we prove the continuity of life through mediumship, which means we will bring your loved ones through and describe them to you and give a message with it. Now, because we are not in a full church here this evening, we thought we'd try, except for my lovely Lisa here, our web person that's helping us to get this all going. But we can see, if we trust, maybe one of you that are watching this, it might be your loved one that came in for you. So, if it is, just let us know, okay? And we'll do the best we can. But we thought the most appropriate song that we could sing to raise the vibration, because during our mediumship, it is important to raise the vibration to get that elevation of energy. It's our vibration is how well we're going to be able to communicate with those in the spirit side. Our earth journey here and our earth existence is a lot, as we can feel right now. We can feel other people's repression and depression and all of that. And so spirit is in the higher realms, and they're lighter and the vibration is much quicker. So it's hard for them to come into this energy. So what we want to do is we want to kind of meet them with the same energy, and that's why we do have our music. So we chose day by day today because we're going to have to take it day by day. Thank you. Well, thank you. And this is a beautiful song for us to sing. That's one of the most powerful things is music. So keep singing, have fun, laugh. And as Spirit comes in this evening, I've got a Richard here. And Richard was a rugged kind of guy on the exterior, but on the inside, he was more mellow than he showed himself. And the way that I feel in his presence, he was at least 6 feet tall. And he was, at times he could be a little bit, what we might consider pompous or kind of, again, but what he really was inside was a marshmallow. And I think he hid his emotions because he was so easily hurt at times. And so sometimes that's what we often do is react in that way when we've been hurt ourselves. And it appears to me in darker hair, and he appears to me as either an uncle or somebody that was like you would always want your uncle to be. And so he is reaching out at this point in time to kind of, he's showing me that he's connected to somebody that was a niece here on this earth plane, or somebody that was very close, and possibly before he passed to the spirit side, that she might have been in, she looks to me maybe 7 or 10 or something in that area, that he's just kind of watching out for with lots of love and blessings. And the message would be, it's feeling in your energy, feeling right now that you need the strength to move forward. Spirit can see this. Spirit can see that you need this strength right now to make some hard decisions. This situation around you has kind of boxed you in maybe more ways than one is what we're going through right now. But he's saying that you're resilient and you will turn around, and not to worry. I feel like there's schooling or some type of education that you're going to be looking into at this point in time, and he sends lots of love and blessings, and the peace be with you. Okay. I had a Jimmy here that came earlier, but this fellow also, this seems to be much younger than this other fellow, maybe in his 20s. He came in and he has, back in the day they used to have the bangs like this, and it's brown hair, and he would wear the long sleeve shirts, the flannel shirts that they would wear out. And he, I believe, was maybe 5'10". He was very restless, I feel like he had a lot of anxiety. When he was here on the earth plane, he was somebody that was very anxious, and he couldn't handle a lot of things. I feel that he is, in his passing, there was something within his physical form here that was going on, and that it was something that was not by choice, but it was something that took his life, and that he feels very, he's working on the spirit side to help those family members who have lost him to the spirit side, and that it was just his thinking. He couldn't get his thinking. Something was imbalanced with him, and that he had some like problems with money. He had problems with OCD almost, and he's kind of frantic about things. I feel that in his younger years that he would have liked animals, and would have been somebody that would enjoy going out into the woods. And I feel his connection is coming in as a brother or a son, or both. And so I feel that he is pretty much restoring things on the spirit side, and that he knows that you think of him so often, and if there's something new that you're changing around your home, that he will be there to help you, because even though he had these anxieties and so forth, he was quite bright, and I feel like it's something to do with the house, remodeling or something like this, and he will help you in this point in time. And he's also with the dog in the spirit side too. It was a family dog, and this dog is beside him. And we need to look at new opportunities, he says. There's new opportunities to do things different within the home. And the blessings, loving blessings from the Spirit. Let's see if we can have somebody else come in here. And I feel like a woman's coming in here very strongly. Roundish face, dark hair, and it had a curl to it. And she has a rose right here in front of her. And it's really wonderful because I know an Ellen Rose that went to the spirit side, and here she is. I feel that it's her coming through, and I don't know if the family members will be listening or watching this. I'm not going to control this. If they come about it, they'll know. But Ellen Rose is coming through, and she is just glorious. And well, and her breathing and everything is just so expansive. She has a lot of energy, and she's really funny, and I never knew this of her, but she might have liked shawls and capes, and I feel what she's trying to say is that there's some in the closet, and she wants to give them to her grandchildren or her daughter, and she's just wants everybody to utilize things that she has and wants them to know so much more that she is doing fine on the spirit side, and that she is laughing. She has this just amazing laugh about her. And don't forget, and even though she knows it's wrong and she would never do it again, she says, she can't, is bring in the spirit, the smoke, that just to no smoke, no smoking, okay? That's not a part of her life anymore. And so, but perhaps that it might smell around the house off and on, a little bit of that smoke, so you know that she's around. And there's lots of love and blessings from the spirit side. And God's blessing, and I get a Scott with that. I believe that, unless the Scott's coming through, but I feel like that goes with the Scott. There's some name or something that you can place with that. And then I have a gentleman here, well, we should do this more often, they're just piling in here. This gentleman here is a grandfather, or well, grandfathers or fathers to somebody, but he's in the kitchen. This is a guy on the thin side. He had the brown hair, but he still had a little bit of hair on the top of his head, on the thin side, and he loved to cook. And he might even have those old pans, because I see one of those old iron pans. And he really, really liked to do breakfast. That was his thing. I believe he developed a cough. I feel a tightness in my chest, and I feel a tightness in my stomach area. So I feel like he had some hospital time here, that he was, his energy was, I don't feel that he passed that old. I feel like he was in his maybe late 60s or something like this, or 70. But he was a whipping kind of guy. He was a great kind of guy, had a great kind of personality. But then when he started getting sick, it was hospital visits, and he became chronic, and then it just, as much as he tried to hold in for everybody in the family, he wasn't able to. And I feel like a J with this initial, it could be John or something. And he comes in with lots of love and blessings also. And there's a dog that follows him also that comes in, because he would have had a dog for a long time. And that dog's on the spirit side. And he's saying to be resourceful. Resourceful meaning use what you have, because I feel like he was that kind of guy. If he put something together, he'd bring it up. So think about how we can make this work, guys, is what he's saying as we move forward. How can we make it all work and all the things that we need to put together to move forward in this journey here. And he comes with lots of love and blessings. And this too will pass, and I'm feeling him very strongly talking about a stone that is either a memorial or a piece or a place that we used to go near the water, and that means something also to this message may go to. So I think that the energy is shifting now, my energy is shifting. So I think we'll let this go. We don't know what's going to happen here. You're welcome to let us know on Facebook if you can connect to any of these folks. And we're grateful to the spirit side to come through for us at this time. And we ask for their help and we ask for their guidance. And so as we go about our week, think loving thoughts towards ourselves and send that vibration out to others. Don't forget to meditate. Do the Ho'oponopono. Do the violet flame. Whatever you can to help transmute our world. God's blessings.